Ordinarily, I would have at this juncture created a beautiful, wordy introduction for a guest, but subconsciously I didn't bother to do it for this guest, and I suppose it's because I've known him for a long time, man and boy. For at least the last 10 years, we used to work together at another radio station, and he used to produce little packages for me, and I used to see him through the glass, and we'd just grumble about stuff. Now he's an international star. Sitting opposite me is Karl Pilkington. Good morning, Karl.
All right, Shaun. How's it going?
It's going all right. I'm sorry about the lack of introduction.
It's all right. That was good.
It turned out to be an introduction, didn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose. It'll be Monday when you hear this, listeners, but currently it's Friday because Karl's schedule is such that we can't get him live. It's impossible.
No, I wanted to come in live.
No,
it's daft, this. Because now I'm here to
out.
tell you about a programme that was on Friday night.
Yeah, but it'll be on next Friday night as well, won't it?
Oh, yeah, but you want the main... You want the first episode.
I know, but you came in a bit late. It's
like going Father Christmas in January. Missed the boat a bit.
But there's something to look forward to then. But it is your birthday today, the 23rd of September, when we're actually doing this. It's your birthday 39 times around the sun. How do you approach birthdays? How does it make you feel?
It's just closer to death.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't celebrate it. Never have done.
Even when you were 18 and stuff?
Even when I was... I remember... Is it 13, the big one?
Well, that's when you have the bar mitzvah for it, but you're not Jewish.
No, that's the only time when I got a cake, and no one bought it me. My mum sort of gave me £1 and said, "Nip to UFA's and get yourself a cake for your birthday." And I just remember thinking, "Is this it? Is this as good as it gets? Is it?" And I've never. I don't know if that's why I don't celebrate them. I've never gone out sort of on a birthday night and gone, "Let's celebrate my birthday."
It seems...
I'm not interested.
Because we've got two little ones now, and it's the cult of the child now. Even as a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, you've got to have a massive party. You've got to have at least 30 or 40 kids. Everybody's got to have a party bag. And you know what else they do at children's parties, which I instinctively know you won't agree with? You know, pass the parcel?
Yeah.
Every layer, there's a little prize, so nobody gets upset.
Loses.
Is that right, or is that wrong, Karl?
Well, what's the game, then?
Well, exactly. What's the point? Because the original pasta parcel is teaching kids about life, that sometimes you can't win them all.
Sometimes you don't.
Exactly. But not anymore. Everybody wins now.
But they've stopped what's it as well, haven't they, in some places? Mother's Day, because of orphans.
Well, I mean, it's getting a bit ridiculous.
Honestly. This is the thing. Do you know, like, getting closer to death, I'm getting older. In a way, I'll be glad to get out of this planet. I've been around the world, and it just annoys me. The more you see, the more you find out. Little tidbits like that you've told me, it just annoys me.
No. Well, I mean, I want to, before we get to An Idiot Abroad, which we've got to, of course, because this is what we're on about, but we've got to talk a little bit about childhood whilst we're here, because there's a thing called, I think it's called Pilkipedia on the internet, which is like a sort of special version of Wikipedia, which is all about you. And it comes up with some lovely little gems. One year, Karl participated in his school's Christmas production. He was playing the drums and had to wear a little hat. Whilst sat at his drums, he started playing along to Little Donkey, although he wasn't supposed to, and the crowd went wild. Do you remember that?
Yeah, this is your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
Was that one of the moments, do you think, that subconsciously fed your need and desire, your desperate need and desire to be recognised and to be in the public eye?
No, because I think there was more things that put me in the position of... You see, I really like radio, didn't I?
Yeah.
The good thing with radio is you can sit in a room, empty your head to whoever wants to listen to it. You sat on your own, you've got no one interrupting you.
Yeah.
Moan all you like. I mean, that's what I did. Did an overnight show, 2 till 6 a.m. And it was just moaning. And I'd empty my head, and then I'd go home, and those who wanted to listen to it listened. And then, before that I had CB.
CB.
So I don't like being in front of a crowd. No. I hate that, honestly.
Yeah.
In America, on this trip, on this series, Ricky had set me up to be in Glee.
No way. So
honestly,
we can see this on An Idiot Abroad, this series.
Only in UK, when it goes out in America, we're not allowed to put it out because Van Halen's not happy. I'm singing Van Halen Jump. And he said it's shocking, he don't want it out.
Want it out in America.
So I've got to put something else there. But it's the most embarrassing thing. Honestly, I cannot watch it. I'm not messing about.
Yeah.
Do you know you get like a sweat on?
Yeah.
When you're seeing yourself do something and you go, I can't believe it. Honestly,
so it's
really the most embarrassing thing, and it's in a way it's like me doing the drums in Little Donkey.
Yeah. So it was an uncomfortable moment.
Really
it wasn't
uncomfortable.
I'd finally found myself.
It's not even funny though. No. I said to Ricky, I'm not happy with that because it's not actually. It's just awkward.
Right. It's
And
not really what. Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Horrible.
Though, nonetheless,
And that's in the same programme where I was invited to a cuddle party. Now that sounds cringy, doesn't it?
Well, what worries me is the implication of a cuddle party is that it sounds, especially in America. Is this in the west coast America?
Just I think I drove off from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It must have been about, I don't know, a day away from there. There's definitely something going on.
Yeah. And how much of it is? I mean, have there been moments where you've genuinely been exhilarated and thought this is just incredible?
Yeah.
And what would they be?
Standing on the edge of a live volcano.
Really?
That's pretty mad, scary. But I was like, this. How did this happen? Do you know what I mean?
It's
loud.
Can you feel the heat?
Yeah.
There? So it's a bit like opening the door of the aeroplane when you get off at Torremolinos.
Or opening an oven.
Yeah, it's literally like that.
It proper like hits you, and shock waves. You sort of see stuff move because it like, and the power just you sort of see all the soil and ash and that sort of moving towards you.
The earth changing.
You think, what am I doing? What am I doing stood here? Do you know what I mean? I'm not. It's just really dangerous. I don't tell Suzanne because I know she'd be worried sick. But some of the things they put me in, I don't think Ricky understands.
No, the danger in which you
a live volcano. You're messing about with nature there.
Well,
no matter what health and safety you do, that you can't avoid.
If that goes off, you're dead.
There was a big lump, honestly, about the size of a Volkswagen Golf that just flew out and landed like 15 foot away from me.
That's really terrifying.
But amazing. So at the time, I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
With a trip where I was meant to be swimming with dolphins, they changed it last minute. I got there, it was sharks.
Oh,
right?
That's different.
But as much as I was annoyed, how many people have done that?
Not
Do you know
well.
what I mean?
How many people have? A lot of people have done it, but usually they come out in 3 or 4 bits, don't they?
Yeah.
So what kind of sharks were they?
Great white.
Did you go in a cage?
In a cage, yeah. But it doesn't mean anything. That the gaps in these cages, honestly, it's like I'd be better off in a shopping trolley on a bit of rope. There's big holes in it, and they could easily get in, but the bloke's going no. And it is a good thing. The bloke who was on the boat, his name's Rodney. He worked on Jaws.
Wow.
And he was saying how what's his name? The bloke.
Was it Roy Scheider who was the main guy?
Or is it Dreyfus?
Oh, Richard Dreyfus, yeah.
Which one was he?
He was the sort of young guy with the beard and the glasses, the scientist.
Who's the one who's the main man?
That is Scheider.
Right.
He's called Brody.
Right, all right.
Got that.
Well, him, because they were using a real great white, and I can't remember. I should watch it again, really. But
we'll put the music in under this.
To make the shark look bigger.
Yeah.
They got a dwarf to play him.
Did they really?
Yeah, I've never heard that. I've never heard that. But he said, yeah, that's what was going on. And the dwarf, you know what dwarfs are like? They love taking the work on, don't they? Any work that comes up. And he got there, and they said to the dwarf, right, so you're getting in, and shark. He's going, what? And he actually panicked and disappeared for a bit because he didn't want to get in.
Understandably.
So all that was going on when Jaws.
That's incredible.
It's good, isn't it?
So it was a person of restricted height was pretending to be Roy Scheider just to make the shark look bigger. That's ridiculous.
So yeah, that's what Rodney Fox.
I don't think anybody's ever heard that before. That's a genuine,
it's not,
genuine
not
first.
Even in the programme. That it's just something he told me when he was dunking me in.
What was the worst thing that you were made to eat whilst you were out there? Because that's another feature of the programme in Idiot Abroad, that you're made to eat horrible stuff.
I've got better at that.
You gag
try
less.
harder, gag less. I'm pretty good at sort of. It's all in your mind, isn't it? I was kind of
on your mouth,
mind over matter. Just sort of right. I'm going to shove this in and not think about it. And I ate geckos, and all that. But in Japan's the worst place for food.
Kind of have a go at anything, won't they?
I don't know what the rules are. You don't need to go hungry there. There's just eat anything.
A great sum up about Karl comes from Pilkipedia. It was Karl himself who best summed up his worldview. I don't like fun. He's not a fan of holidays, parties, travelling or anything that has to be planned in advance. Maintaining relationships with family and friends is a tremendous hassle for him. He's also largely indifferent to some of life's great pleasures, like sex and music. Pilkipedia, that.
I like music. the discos and all that.
I don't know where this stuff comes from. Are you not a custodian of Pilkipedia?
No.
Oh, well, let's see. It's spurious then. It's spurious. Unlike An Idiot Abroad 2, which is going to be out on Sky.
Sky 1, Friday nights, 9 o'clock.
It seems it would be idiotic to miss it, really, because
At least watch one.
yeah, maybe not watch them all, but watch
There's
one.
8. Just watch one, see if you like it. It's honestly, and if it looks amazing.
They've spent money on it. They've shot it nicely.
Yeah, they had like helicopters out and everything,
Bloody
and it
hell.
looks amazing. If you watched it with the sound down, you'd think it was Attenborough. Honestly, I'm not. It's worth seeing it just seeing the world in like HD. It looks really, really good. And you know what I'm like. I'm not.
You're not
I don't come
impressed
in here
that
and sort of
easily.
lie to
Yeah.
you and make stuff. It's
Wow.
It looks good.
I love the idea of you as David Attenborough. You know, there's a shot of a sort of ant colony, something like that, and instead of David Attenborough, it would just be you going, "It's all right."
That's the ideal gig. I came face to face with gorillas in Uganda.
What did you make of that?
It's a good moment, but it's that sort of gig. It's
Yeah.
that sort of gig that I'd like to do.
I wonder what they thought. That's what I'd like to know. Karl Pilkington, a pleasure and a privilege. Let's do it again sometime.
Thanks a lot.